just received a call from Secretary Clinton. She congratulated us, it's about us, on our victory. And I congratulated her and her family on a very, very hard-fought campaign. I mean, she fought very hard.
So now you know that Donald Trump is elected president. You know what? I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. Why? Because Donald Trump wanted change. Okay? Change for America. And you know what? We will get the change that we desperately needed. Okay? Now, the reason why Donald Trump was elected president is because 50% of America did not even bother to vote. Okay? They didn't want to vote. They said both candidates were horrible, which is very true. But Donald Trump had a plan for America to change everything that was wrong with America, especially with Obamacare. But also, too, he did promise America a lot of these changes, and I believe that he will come through with all these changes. Now, mind you, that there's a lot of rioting going on. Okay, everybody's calling Donald Trump a racist, whatever. I don't think he's racist at all. I believe he actually said that he's going to help the African American people out with the inner cities, and I believe he's going to do that. Hillary Clinton wasn't going to do that. She was going to get your vote, okay? Get your vote and say deuces. See you in 4 years, like all the Democratic parties do. They've been doing this for decades. So why is there a lot of rioting right now? Anti-Trump protesters saying, "Oh, Donald Trump, not our president." I see all these LGBT, you know, whatever, gay rights activists, lesbian, whatever have you. Everybody is out there against Donald Trump. Well, you know what? Even half of Hollywood. I mean, you got Miley Cyrus crying. So, you know, I just don't get it. I don't know what people want. You know, do people even know that how corrupt that Hillary Clinton was? I mean, she was investigated not once but twice from the FBI. Okay, she deleted 33,000 emails, and she couldn't remember anything. She couldn't remember how many devices she had. She couldn't remember this. She couldn't remember that. She lied to the FBI repeatedly. I mean, Martha Stewart went to the jail for a year for basically lying to the FBI. Okay, one time, this guy on a submarine took 6 pictures, mind you, six pictures while on a submarine. What is he gonna do with them? Probably save them for memories or whatever. And guess what? Or probably send them to his mom or whatever. And guess what? Guess what happened? He is spending jail time for about, I think he'll get out next year or whatever, but he has a year in jail. So I ask you this, is it a big shocker that Hillary Clinton is not president? Well, you know what? Wow. Shame on all shame on all you protesters out there that wanna protest because Donald Trump is our new president. And you know what? He is not going just to serve 4 years. Okay? He's going to serve 8 years. Reason being is because he is going to do such a marvelous job, yeah, a marvelous job, and he is going to bring back jobs from China, jobs that have all our products we buy, vacuum cleaners, hats, you name it, paint. No, not paint. I can't say paint because I don't even know where the paint comes from. All I know is like half my tag on the back of my shirt made in China for like maybe 30 cents, and they have those people working getting paid $2 an hour when all those jobs could be over here in America. I want to start seeing projects and businesses say made in America. Okay, now I don't know what is wrong with these anti-protesters, like, anti-Trump or whatever. They're just making fun of the poor guy, and I think that's sad. They're beating people up, mainly white people that voted for Trump. I seen it on the news. It's, maybe you probably didn't see it on the news, Channel 2, Channel 4, Channel 7, whatever, because you know what? You probably don't get the channels I get. But I believe that there will be a big change. I mean, don't let it rain on your parade that, Donald Trump won because he won fair and he won freaking square. You know, everybody's crying about this and that, but I am very happy to have Donald Trump as our president. Now, going back when Barack Obama was president, he wanted this Obamacare crap or whatever have you, and he promised everybody that it's going to be the best healthcare product ever. Yeah, it's garbage. As a matter of fact, it's skyrocketing. The doctors and everybody, they're all leaving. Peace. You know, I just don't get what where all these African American and all these white trash. Yes, I said white trash, even though yes, I'm white. Yes, I'm white. But anyway, I mean, it's getting really tiring to see all these people out there bitching, moaning, complaining that Donald Trump is our president. I mean, come on, just give me a break. It's gross, yeah. It's getting a little stupid out there. Um, but like I said, Donald Trump will bring back our jobs. And yeah, China's probably going to be a little pissed off. But, we need to have things say made in America again. And I believe that, well, I know that Donald Trump, being the man that he is, and he worked very, very hard for all he has worked for and all that he has accomplished. He worked very, very hard, and he won everything fair and square. So when you say that, everything was, there was more white people voted for Donald Trump, which it was not the case. What happened was half of America did not vote. That's number one. Number two, uh, number two, Africa, half of America did not vote. And number two was people just didn't care. People thought Hillary was going to win because she had Jay-Z on the side, doing that little famous concert or whatever, Cher on the side, half of Hollywood, Miley Cyrus again, crying like a little baby. But anyway, enough is enough. I mean, we need to come together as Donald Trump wants us all to do. Come together and be happy. He is going to bring jobs back. But anyway, I am going to show you something that's on Fox News, and it's not about Donald Trump trying to blow up everything, but I just want to show you a little something, and I hope you learn to appreciate what's really going on. Okay? Because many of you people that, don't watch the news like I do, many of you just think that Donald Trump is some kind of racist piece of trash. But you know what I learned to realize? A lot of these protesters, anti-Trump, yous are the one that are white trash. Yous are the one that are racist. Because you are ruining your own cities and you are just wrecking everything. I mean, as a matter of fact, speaking of wrecking everything, I mean, you got Miley Cyrus crying because she is like a wrecking ball. Anyway, let's get back to the news part. Uh, hold on 1 second and bear with me. So use a little something on what I believe is the truth, nothing but the truth. So just hold on 1 second. One little second there. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. All the racist people out there. Hold on. One little second. Gotta make sure I get a good view. Bear with me. Bear with me here. Okay. So, let's correct this here. Give you a little something to watch. I gotta educate you people. Ready? Here we go.
And welcome to Hannity. And tonight, anti-democratic liberals are completely losing their minds over President-elect Donald Trump. Now, left-wing agitators, they've been taken to the streets to try and undermine Mr. Trump's decisive victory. Democrats are doing nothing to discourage or stop them. Now, President-elect Trump is talking about bringing the country together. After a very long and hard-fought campaign, the left is starting violent protests. They're spewing hateful rhetoric and even attacking Donald Trump supporters. Now, according to the Chicago Tribune, a day after the election, in the Windy City, a man involved in a traffic incident was then viciously beaten because an angry mob just assumed that he was a Trump supporter.
Watch this.
We've got to warn you, this video is very disturbing. Take a look.
You like this? Think it's funny, huh? Look at this white guy right here. Ignorant person right here.
Don't vote Trump! Don't vote Trump!
Poor guy. Ignorant. And took his car.
Beyond disgusting, but the left apparently doesn't think it's worth condemning. Now, the Chicago Tribune is also reporting that the man did in fact vote for Trump, but there was no way the attackers would have known that because he never told them. Again, they apparently just assumed he was a Trump supporter. And last night in Portland, Oregon, dozens were arrested after police say left-wing agitators started a riot by attacking drivers and smashing cars and destroying businesses. So where are the Democrats? Where are the leaders? Where's Hillary? Where's Obama on this? Why aren't they speaking out against this unpatriotic behavior? Now, Democrats love to claim they're all loving, all-inclusive party, but I guess that only applies when their side wins the White House.
Exactly.
And what happened to the Democrats' campaign theme? Remember, when they go low, we go high. Remember, it wasn't too long ago they were saying this.
When someone is cruel or acts like a bully, you don't stoop to their level. No, our motto is, when they go low, we go high. So we're going to take to heart the words of our wonderful First Lady, Michelle Obama. When they go low, we go high.
Right.
Meanwhile, they all took the low road during the campaign. And let me point out that these are the same people who nearly lost it when Donald Trump said at the third debate he would wait until after the election actually happened to accept the results. Well, they expected Trump to accept the election results, so why won't they? There's also the massive, hysterical, and quite frankly predictable freakout from Hollywood liberals. Take a look at poor Miley Cyrus and how she reacted to Donald Trump's big win. It's very sad.
I do want to say that I've been very vocal for my support for everyone besides Donald Trump. I have only supported Bernie.
Make a song about it, dumbass.
And I still think that in her lifetime she deserves to be the first female president. And that's what makes me so sad. Is that I just wish that she had an opportunity because she's fought for so long.
Yeah.
Wow. What do you say to that? Now, she is not alone. Miley Cyrus Cher has called Donald Trump pretty much every name in the book and said if he won, she'd leave the planet. And then there's also Madonna. Now, she was reportedly spotted at a protest in New York City where agitators, they were chanting, "He's not my president." And in all seriousness, Hollywood liberals, Donald Trump, he won fair and square.
Sure did.
And your life, by the way, is not going to change one bit.
Not
your rich,
one bit.
fancy lifestyle, your Learjet lifestyle, your big limousines, your fancy dinners, it's not going to end. The world isn't going to end. You're going to still make millions of dollars on your crappy movies and do every single thing that you normally do. So enough of the little baby temper tantrums that are going on here. What is going to change is the life, hopefully, of millions of forgotten Americans, the forgotten man election, I call it, who have seen their jobs disappear, who haven't had a raise in years, with the lowest home ownership rate in 51 years, the lowest labor participation rate, believe it or not, since the 1970s, 95 million Americans out of work. You know what? 2 to 3 jobs people are taking to support their families. They're not living your lifestyle. Healthcare premiums have skyrocketed for the average American. People completely ignored by the political elites in Washington, and all Barack Obama did was make it worse. Donald Trump ran for president to help them, to make their lives better. And when he puts his policies into place, hopefully all Americans will benefit. Here with reaction, nationally syndicated radio talk show host Larry Elder, and my friend, the man, the Reverend Darrell Scott, who served as the CEO for the National Diversity Coalition for Trump. All right, Pastor, maybe you need, prayer, fasting. What do you make of this freak out that's going on?
Listen, the hypocrisy of the left is on full display for all Americans to see. If you think about it, all of the violence, all of the deceit, the treachery, the underhandedness, the dirty tricks, their dirty tricks put Nixon to shame. It's all come from the left. I mean, Cher, I think maybe we can put our money together and get Cher on one of those trips to the moon, from one of those private companies. Send her to the moon. Miley, she needs to go somewhere, be with a regular wrecking ball or whatever. But you know what? I think the protesters are protesting against the wrong person. They need to protest against the Democratic Party and the Hillary Clinton campaign on how they colluded together and stole the election, the nomination
from Bernie
Sanders.
Yep.
Bernie Sanders might have stood a better chance against Donald Trump than Hillary did, but they conspired against him, stole the election, put their candidate up. She got destroyed by Trump, and now they're upset. And there's nothing they can do but whine and tear up something. We see where all the violence is from. We see where all of this is coming from. They can't hide it anymore. They can't blame Trump. Trump ran a clean campaign.
Clean.
You can't blame Trump for this.
One of the things I think got underreported, Larry, was his New Deal for Black America, for African Americans. If he goes into cities like Chicago and he takes on the violence, he changes the educational system, he creates, if he's able to incentivize corporations to bring back trillions and corporations lowering their tax rates, bringing them back to America, hopefully they'll set up shop in Detroit, in Wisconsin, near where Pastor Scott lives, and in Pennsylvania. This could be a real opportunity to transform things in a very positive way.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And if I were one of these anti-Trump protesters, Sean, I think I'd have to ask myself a few questions. How is it that Donald Trump managed to double the percentage of the black vote compared to John McCain and Mitt Romney? How is it that he got a higher percentage of the Hispanic vote than did Mitt Romney? And if he's anti-gay, how is it that before he became president, he was severely criticizing the Clinton contributions, the Clinton Foundation contributions that they got from countries like Saudi Arabia, where homosexuality is a crime, if not punishable by death? If he's anti-Semitic, how is it that he's embraced Ivanka's husband, who is Jewish? She's converted to Judaism. He's got another son who's married to a Jew. He's got a lot of executives who are Jewish in his organization. And when he gave his acceptance speech, Sean, one of the first things he said is, I'm going to address the plight of the inner city. How is it that this man is considered to be
Trump do that?
If
No.
that's bigotry, he needs to go back to racism school.
Yeah, Reverend, what's your word to people that maybe didn't support Donald Trump? That I don't think there's any one economic measure you can look at that says, oh, things have gotten better in the last 8 years. What is your message to people that may be in that freak out mode because maybe they believe the lies and propaganda of a very biased media.
They need to relax, take a deep breath, and chill out and get ready for quite possibly the best 8 years America has enjoyed in a very long time. I really believe Donald Trump is going to usher in a golden age here in America of peace and prosperity. I'm not making him out to be a messianic figure. I'm simply saying that if his policies are enacted, he's going to revitalize that inner city. He's going to stimulate economic growth. Our borders will be secure. There'll be this spirit of fear, this attitude of fear that the Democratic Party has imposed upon America. He's going to soothe those fears, so to speak. And we're going to look up and be glad that this man became president.
Right.
When he said you have nothing to lose, what he was simply saying was, give me a chance. If they give Donald Trump a chance, if we give Donald Trump a chance, we're going to be glad about the decision that we made. I can tell you that much.
All right. Larry, last word.
Well, Sean, if Obama had done nothing, we would have had a 3% GDP. We've had a 2%, and the difference between 2% and 3% is 1 million jobs times the number of the years of the recovery. So all Trump has to do is reverse many of the stuff that Obama has done, such as Obamacare, such as these ridiculous regulations that he's put on the backs of the American people. Allow choice in inner city schools, and this economy will boom. Lower the corporate tax rate, this economy is going to take off.
All right, guys, I think you both were very strong supporters for Donald Trump, and I think you helped them a lot in this election. Thank you both. And coming up today, President-elect Donald Trump announced that Vice President-elect Mike Pence will now be serving as the chairman of his busy transition team. Mr. Trump's senior advisor, Kellyanne Conway, joins us next in studio and also later tonight.
If we don't get rid of Obamacare, it will destroy health care in North Carolina and all over the United States.
And he is telling the truth.
A great wall. And yes, Mexico will pay for the wall.
Amen.
President-elect Donald Trump promised the American people he would build that wall, repeal Obamacare. The Wall Street Journal is reporting tonight that Mr. Trump may be willing to keep two parts of it. What are they? Is it smart? We'll explain later tonight.
That's it, folks.